What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between our visitors and these guys defending their home turf. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. Yeah. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Setting him on the dive. And he starts us off with a 5-yard pickup. Second down coming up.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Now they turn to their rookie from Duke for the first time. He'll get it up to the 44. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Okay, ready? Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Running for the marker on 2nd. He cuts it back right. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Voyagers take a 6-0 lead right away.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Tomney to add the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Voyagers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Tomney all set now for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And it'll be their 2nd-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 24 on that play. And that is good for a 1st down.
50-yard line.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
The Armadillos sending out their punter. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Fits it through the middle. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First down from the 42. Hand off to the back. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels, and now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24.
Throwing now off the play action. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
A 7-yard gain.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Oklahoma City, first down.
Quick throw completed out to the left. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Voyagers pull out in front for their 13th zip. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
Nicotomney to add the PAT. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Voyagers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Armadillos, nothing.
Mikatami all set now for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Armadillos and their wide receivers set for this next possession. And as he approaches the 100-catch mark for the season, you can see that his pace has been among the best in the NFL so far. Offense to the line. Here we go. They're going play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 22. And that gives him a first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. First down play, that's him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Right side, quick pass, complete. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
First down.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
First down, Armadillos.
They go play action on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Finds a man right side. And he stopped cold at the spot. Wouldn't keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
9 yards. That's another Omaha first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Our score, 14-0. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Armadillos start to fight back with their first points of this game. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one splits the uprights, and the Armadillos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Now this offense getting set to work here. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage. Another
carry for him. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Gain 15 there. And that means first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Ready up.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Pass play now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Down and 20.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. Now this offense ready to head back out. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Tried to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
A loss of a yard.
They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
They'll bring out the punter here. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Another drive coming up for this offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. On first down, they'll run. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Back to the well again. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And they're going to have a first down now.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion move.
Throwing out to the left, cut! And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The offense getting set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll run here on first down. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing the out route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Good line. Here's 3rd and 3. They're throwing it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see a pro.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Oklahoma City in just a second. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Back to throw now. Caught out left. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Back to pass on 2nd and short. It's his running back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. That one gains 7. And that's going to bring up first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Forced to the ground and
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down. He's going to throw it again. Completed to his running back. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Voyagers grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Mickey to add the PAT. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Voyagers double their lead to 14. Mickey all set now for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. This offense getting all set for this series. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Right up the gut. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They give it to him again. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
10 yards.
Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
First down, play action. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Again to throw on 2nd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Throwing off the play fake. And he hauls in the interception. And the Voyagers with the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
12 at the 27-yard line.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the 2nd half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They'll run now with Ahmed. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play good for 17 on a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Putting the tight end in motion. The give here on 2nd. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the 1st. That brings up 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that gives him the 1st. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Complete out to the right side. And they get this down to the 28. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Short pass brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
There's a dive up the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, when I backed up Peyton Manning for a couple years, he loved to know a team's tendencies, and then he wanted to bust them, and that's exactly what that play just did. Got some nice yardage, and it wouldn't be surprising to see that call used again in a similar spot.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
He's going to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
John Parker Romo on for the
Up and good for Romo. And that gets him back to within 11.
I would imagine, Kate, that they hope that's the spark that starts a second-half inferno of a comeback. Could scarcely afford to come away empty-handed with points on that opening drive, and they didn't.
Brooks now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
The give now out of the shotgun. It's inside the 10. At the end of it, and he loses the ball. Recovered by the defense. At the 11th hour, Brock, somebody able to storm in and force the fumble that prevents that big play touchdown.
It's almost counterintuitive, Kate, right? You'd think the players, as they get closer to the goal line, would have better ball security, but honestly, more often than not, it's the opposite. We see it get knocked down in the final moment as players extend for the goal line or anticipate the touchdown, and it takes 6 points right off the board.
That count runs their offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. This is tough running, and this... weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Into traffic, complete! And he's brought down after a short gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Puts him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. So 1st down from the 41.
A gain of 15.
They'll go play action.
1st down.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
They go play action on 1st down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They are throwing it again. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by this point.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him, he delivers. Man, it puts you to sleep.
Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. Throwing now off the play action. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 3rd and goal. Defense electing to play this from the nickel. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 3rd down from the gun. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Armadillos shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Offense into the goal line, sent there, going for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now.
Armadillos 18.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Brooks now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here comes their offense out again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Go.
Here's the one back on the handoff. That 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
He was brought down at the 45.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They're going to throw out of the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Caught by his back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd down now. They need 7.
19, Tiger.
Running it now out of the gun. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Dump off, caught by his back. Play not developing as they'd hoped. So that's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up.
A loss of 2
The
yards.
Voyagers getting ready to punt this skyward. And he'll try to hit this one well. He has it at the 13. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now outruns their offense to take over. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. On the play fake, he'll throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Catch made underneath by the back. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. Third down.
It's a gain of 7.
This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough, because that defense just simply has no answers.
Back to the line they come, second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw here. Throw left side, complete. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch. Right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you just want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on the show.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Tight end going in motion here. First and 10, looking to throw. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Here's a throw. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Back to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's completed right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for him. We've got first and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. Second down now, they need 7. Back-to-back carries here. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
That's good for an Omaha. First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The tight end going in motion right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The Armadillos have taken the lead late. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Their offense running back out now. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here he is to throw. That one's complete, right side. And this one does not go far.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw it. Right side, this is caught by Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
That's good for an Oklahoma City first down.
Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Defense nearly just ended this game. Going to be trying to do so again here on second down. He'll look to throw it. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing now. Short pass brought in. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 8.
Back to throw.
At the 32-yard line.
Hits his running back. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Oklahoma City, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Brought in close to the 8. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Come on. Set. 19, Tiger.
They'll try and punch it in. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Let's go. 18.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeffrey Bassa. And the Armadillos make the play that should win them this game.
1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Yeah, I totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely, it's what you did to get down inside the red zone. But so often, what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideout. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports with my partner in the booth, Brock Hewer.